they go in and they do the surgery. Now, surgery that they do is they take a chisel, okay, and they use a hammer and they smack your vertebrae. And then they take a scalpel and they shave your hip. And then they take the shavings and they put it in the broken bone, and it like makes a fence, heals like a big fence. Now, in 1968, this is cutting edge technology. Okay. In 2005, when I had the vertebrae, the disc above it finally gave up, there's an MRI that's being done, and the surgeon at that point says, well, we'd like to go in there, but he said, there's a lot of bone there. That's pretty primitive work. Okay. I felt like smacking him. You punk. This is old. This is older than you are, you know. And so, but I digress. Anyway, so where was I? No. Wasn't this story? Chisel. Okay. So once they do this, they don't ask you if you want pain medication. They just give it to you. Now, the pain medication they were giving me was called Demerol. And I found out later that Demerol, people break into hospitals and steal it because it's hallucinogenic. And so at the time, the way they explained it to me was the concoction they were using, your body broke it down, and so the next shot had to have more because otherwise it wasn't good. And so they're giving me shots, and I'm not going to tell you about I don't know about you, but I don't go to the bathroom well at all laying down. Okay. So you can let your imagination run on that one. But, and so, but like this, sometime on the second day, it really doesn't hurt that bad. You know, I mean, it honestly does not. I mean, it's considering, so she comes in to give me the shot, the nurse, and I said, do I have to have that? She went, no. I said, well, then I don't want it. Now, apparently nobody ever says that after back surgery because she's got this befuddled look as she leaves. I said, well, you know, if you need it, you just call and I'll come back. Okay. So that was about, I don't know, sometime in the morning. Well, about 3:30 in the afternoon, it starts to hurt. And so I pushed the button. And then the new nurse now, because they shift change at 3 o'clock, the new nurse comes and she says, yes. And I said, can I have my pain shot? And she kind of looks at her watch and says, well, it's a little bit early, but you're a big guy. Sure, why not? So she goes and gets, all right, here we go. I was on shot number 5. Okay, I didn't have shot number 6. Okay. She doesn't look. Now, I should have had shot number 5 again because of the skip. She gives me shot number 7. Okay. Now, shot number 7 is now 2 doses over what I'm supposed to have. Okay. So she gives me the shot, and I just you just melt. It's so, oh, wow. And you can't move, and it doesn't matter, you know. Oh, this is great, you know. And I'm laying there for a while. I have no idea how long. And it suddenly dawns on me that I can see myself laying on the bed. Now, my body says, you're laying on the bed. My brain says, yes, there you are, laying on the bed. So there's this discrepancy, right? And so I figure I'll solve this. Now, what I have to tell you next, at Disneyland at the time, there was a ride called Journey into Inner Space. It's where Star Tours is right now. And there was a giant, like 15-foot concrete snowflake that was outside. And you got into the ride and you went into a water molecule. It got smaller and smaller. So that's just background information. So now, you know when you close your eyes, you can see colors? This is now December 17th, 18th, somewhere in there. So it's close to Christmas. So I close my eyes, and red and green snowflakes appear. Giant red and green snowflakes appear, falling from the ceiling. Now, so I've got my eyes closed. Here come these giants. I can't move. And so I realized if I keep laying here with my eyes closed, I'm going to get crushed by giant red and green snowflakes. Okay. So I open my eyes, and they go away. But there I am, laying on the bed. So I alternate between closing my eyes and being crushed by snowflakes and opening my eyes and seeing myself on the bed. And I'm trying to get to the nurse call button, and it's going... And finally, I hit the call button, and I can hear the nurse coming. And as she gets to the door, I yell, "Watch out for the snowflakes!" All the blood drains from her face. And I hear her running back to the nurse's station. And she comes back, and she came in and she said, "I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." And she sat beside me for 3 hours, patting my hand, saying, "It'll be all right, it'll be all right." And I kept saying, "There I am. Watch out for the snowflakes." So that was that story.